I titled this A Peaceful Night's Sleep, and hopefully by the end of my short talk, that message will get conveyed. So I'm Edward. I am eighth generation Israeli, but 1/4 British, so you don't have to suffer from too heavy an Israeli accent in this talk. We're all here at OurCrowd, and I thank OurCrowd for this opportunity. And all I can say about OurCrowd after, this is the first time I've come to one of your events, and wow, it's the biggest, most amazing thing I've seen in the country. So really, thank you and amazing. It is a lot about innovation. So to warm things up, I want to play a little game with all of you. I'm sure you all recognize these two figures and these quotes. Nobody? Yes, you do. Come on. Yes? Okay, Steve Jobs and Bill Gates in the 70s founded Apple and Microsoft, two great innovators and entrepreneurs. How about these two? Anybody recognize these two faces? These quotes? Yes. Two other great entrepreneurs, innovators, at the same time in the 70s, founded the very first private equity, KKR, and the Vanguard Group, which was the first passive index funds in public markets. Over the last few decades, I noticed with my partners two very fundamental big trends in the world of finance. That is, the growth in allocations to private equity, and in public markets, the shift towards the use of passive instruments. NewVest is bringing those two together. Why private equity? I often teach about private equity. I've been teaching about private equity for over a decade. And I could talk about this for many, many hours. I've been given literally just a few seconds. I think this conveys more than anything else why. Over the last 2 decades, you've invested $1 into public equity. You'll have made between 3 or 4x your money, depending if it was in the S&P 500 or MSCI Global Index. That same dollar in private equity would have made 2 or 3 times as much, 9x your money. So it's about the performance and the outperformance of the asset class. Why passive investing? Why index investing? I think it's very clear. It's because of the outperformance, and I'm sure you've all heard the Warren Buffett bit around how 85% of managers don't beat the index. So in public markets, passive has already proven its value of outperformance with a lower cost and higher efficiency. Now we're bringing that together, private equity and passive investing for the first time. It's an opportunity to invest with potential for great returns, with lower risk, lower volatility, lower cost, and better alignment. Warren Buffett said, a low-cost index fund is the most sensible equity investment for the majority of investors. And now, OurCrowd, together with NewVest, has a better, easier way for all investors to allocate to private equity. With a bit of help, the pyrotechnics are going to work. I'm going to have somebody up at the top hit play.
Like that, I tried dealing with it internally. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a beautiful slide. When followed in life, I guarantee you, life will be different. I guarantee you, if this is applied in life, we can have peaceful night's sleep. Here it is. Do you have a problem in life? No? Then why worry? Do you have a problem in life? Yes. Can you do something about it? Yes. Then why worry? Do you have a problem in life? Yes. Can you do something about it? No. Then why worry? Isn't it? Is it not?
So my number one philosophy in life is a happy wife is a happy life. But OurCrowd didn't appreciate that quite as much. So I had to come up with my philosophy for investing into private equity. So do you invest in private equity funds? No? Great. Come to OurCrowd, invest in NewVest's Private Equity 50 Index. Do you invest in private equity funds? Yes. Great. Do you want to focus on generating more alpha? Yes. Choose some of those fantastic investments on the OurCrowd platform, but anchor your portfolio in a de-risked, highly diversified way by investing through OurCrowd's NewVest P50 Index Fund. Do you invest in private equity funds? Yes. Do you want to focus on generating more alpha? No. Terrific. Here's your one ticket, one investment. Invest in OurCrowd's NewVest PE50 index fund, and I promise you a peaceful night's sleep. This is access to the 50 largest private equity funds that are raising this year for the first time in a passive way. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Edward.